I believe the Power Hour is live right now. Head over to KFAN.com/watch to catch all of the action. That's KFAN.com/watch.
My main man, Nick, over there. Hi, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you
Hey,
for coming
man.
in. Appreciate
Nicholas.
it. Nico.
Oh,
Nicholas Madden. All right. Let's do Fan 5.
We should do Fan 5. You guys hear about the betting thing with Mike Beasley?
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Thank you, Builders and Remodelers.
All right, let's talk NHL because there was some wheeling and dealing.
Hey, what happened?
Matthew Nyes was a name that I think a lot of Wild fans had their eyes on. Like, could we find a way to give him because, he's a gopher and whatever. Well, no, Toronto signed him to a 6-year extension, $7.75 million annual average. He was a pending free agent, so he is staying with the Toronto Maple Leafs. 29 goals last year for Matthew Nyes.
I think part of the answer to your question earlier, Sauce, is that a lot of the people that they thought were going to be free agents have ended up re-signing with their old team, and so that the free agent market is not nearly as deep as they thought it was going to be.
Like Sam
Yes.
Bennett and Matthew Nyes were the two names that I think even like Lou Nanne a month ago were throwing out. Like that would be nice if we got a hold of those two guys and they both re-signed with their own teams.
Tarasenko ends up being a little bit of a backup plan.
I like Terry Cinco.
Do you have a hockey website bonus?
Yes, hockeywilderness.com. Yes.
You know there's some adult website whose leading lady's name is Tara Sinkhole, right?
Marnie.
It's gotta
Hawk.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I subscribe to her OnlyFans.
be. Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
mic's on.
The Florida Panthers
actually
re-signed.
Oh, my God.
oh.
They re-signed
Tara.
Aaron Ekblad and re-signed Brad Marchand. They signed him to a 6-year deal, and he's 37 years old.
No?
Right.
Too far? Sorry.
No, nuts.
That's
In
insane.
6 years?
Yeah.
They won the cup because of Brad Marchand.
100%.
Yep. He's the best, one of the best trade acquisitions in sports history.
Yeah.
Give me the rest of the list.
I mean, Shannon Stewart was pretty good at the trade deadline.
Shannon
Great
Stewart
pull.
and Brad Marchand. Yep,
Yeah.
that's the list.
Pamela Henderson,
Well, I mean,
Happy birthday, Pam Anderson.
let me think here.
Alan Ruck,
I already mentioned him.
Dan Eckler,
Oh, happy
birthday,
birthday,
Dan.
I can't think of
Schneider?
any more.
the Rock Lobster,
Happy birthday, Rock Lobster from B-52s.
Wally Famous Amos.
Wow.
He's dead.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
But
His cookies aren't.
no, they'll live forever around my waist.
He was on an episode of The Office.
He was?
Yeah.
Who'd he play?
Himself.
You know that.
Oh, yeah. He was the guy that took over being the boss for Michael Scott, right?
no.
That was Fortune Feimster.
Idris
Fortune
Elba.
Feimster. Happy birthday, Fortune Feimster.
I just like, even though he was kidding,
Who
I
the
like,
hell is that?
Oh, she's a
stand-up comedian.
hilarious.
She's very good.
She's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's funny. I like her a lot.
She was
Weird name.
randomly on some game show last night. Were you watching it? Is that why you pulled
No, it's
Fortune
her birthday
Feimster?
today.
It is
Yeah.
her birthday. Okay.
Yeah, she's
was she on
45.
like Celebrity Wheel or something? Or
No,
Celebrity Jeopardy?
Pyramid.
Oh, Pyramid.
And I only watched because it was Fortune Feimster was one of the celebrities, and Rachel Dratch was the other
Oh my God,
one.
do I love Rachel Dratch.
And Rachel and this girl were like, it looked like me and Lil B locked in, but only if we were having more fun. Like just
What kind of fun?
because usually it's real serious, but
Hawk.
watching those, oh, it was very cute. They hugged, and I'm not a game show person. You know that, Corey. So if I happen to flip by the Pyramid Show or whatever they call it, hosted by Michael Strahan.
Yeah. What's so weird is you love Password, you love Initials, you
I
like
know.
playing games
Yeah.
and playing, quote, game shows, but you don't like watching them.
Not really. I get
Okay.
I get anxious. I find myself trying to play or say you should have said that or let's say it's
play
just
along
not
in
and
your
it's
cars.
not it's not casual entertainment for me.
Okay.
It's like watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? That's one of my least favorite shows because I get so anxious of just like, oh, I don't know if he's gonna know what to say, or like thinking about being on this radio show and just freezing up and sounding like an idiot.
Wait. Marge, did you say you don't watch Whose Line Is It Anyways because you get too horny? Is that what you said?
Who said that?
Marty said it.
Marty said it.
The Grizzlies extended Jaren Jackson Jr. 5 years, $240 million. He was the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft. He has spent all 7 seasons of his career with the Memphis Grizzlies. He's staying with the Grizzle. $240 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
Cool.
Just invest that right and you'll be a billionaire.
It'd be cool.
You can do it, buddy.
I don't need $1 billion.
I'd take $1 billion.
I'd take it. I don't need it.
Vegas landed Mitch Marner in a trade with Toronto and then signed him to an 8-year extension, a little sign and trade action with the Maple Leafs. He is 28 years old, and it's a $12 million average.
Wow. Who the hell's that guy?
Mitch Marner, he's the real deal, man.
He's a good dude.
And he was, I believe he's from Toronto, so they're trading away the hometown kid. Going to Vegas for 8 years. Lucky.
Yeah, no income tax. Man.
God.
Yeah, just forget it. Right? Doesn't matter how much you pay me. I'm going to lose it all.
My God, you're falling apart.
It's true. I need a tan, too.
What?
Look at me.
Yeah, you could use one.
I think you look handsome.
It's funny. I was just telling Bonus a break or two ago that I'm like, I think I might spend, 3, 4, 5 days in Vegas. And I was telling him, I bet the over-under on the amount of time I spend outside is under an hour, and I would hammer the under.
What?
It's going to be like 105 degrees, and it's, I got
Hideous.
stuff going on.
Isn't the World Series over?
No,
Oh, you're going out there for, wow, okay. I never understand.
it's 6 weeks. It's 100 events, 6 weeks.
That's
So
too many.
Damn.
What's up?
Hey, Mark.
yes, that is the World Series of Poker. The,
Yes, Mark.
the WSOP is
How
what we
is
watch
it
off.
going?
Yes.
How are you?
I thought the Super Bowl went to commercial in 1987.
Great line.
I got you, Marnes.
Thank you.
It made sense, but it did seem off the top rope that you were just.
Well, good day to you.
Hello. How are you?
Charm.
And also with you.
No, I ain't going outside. It's going to be hotter than hell
Too
here,
hot.
too. Yep.
Too hot, baby.
This weekend is supposed to be hot.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
in the 90s again. Sick
Yeah,
of it.
hideous.
Yep. Then high 80s, I think, for like the next 7 to 10 days. It looks like it's going to be swampy here in the Twin Cities.
Sick of it.
I got a potential date for the pool party.
We referenced it earlier. I don't know if you were listening when you were driving in. I said
Your husband allows that?
that you seemed to balk at the idea because you were nervous that the only one that would say yes is Tommy.
That's correct.
And then you realized, am I going to host a Tommy Olsen only party for
Yep.
8 to 10 hours?
Yeah.
Ain't
It's
so
a
bad.
real
And
concern.
you're opposed to that?
I think your catering bill would be identical either way.
Yeah.
the alcohol catering?
No, just the food. I think you're going to need to supply the same amount of food whether 15 of us show up or just Tommy.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Because he can eat for 15. I've heard his Taco Bell order.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good point.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
You know, out that window right there, you can see 394, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just read this headline. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I-394 closures beginning in July will last through the fall of 2026.
What?
Bro.
Wait, what now?
You heard what
Is
I said?
that from that Onion newspaper?
No, this is from from Fox 9.
How?
What
It's,
do they
it's
know?
not. It's not going to be one constant closure.
I-394 closures beginning in July will last through fall of 2026.
What on earth are they going to do?
I don't know.
No, it's got to be
Are
like
they
for a
changing-
weekend at a time.
That's awful.
394 into 94. Are they improving that where the right 2 lanes become 94 east and 94 west?
Oh,
I
as
just
it
The
approaches
common
downtown.
man 394 slip in?
Yeah.
because I hate that. I hope they do
It's
change that. That's ridiculous. It's the worst thing ever.
Insane.
Yeah, yeah,
Insane.
yeah. In the membrane.
Great.
How is that real?
Yeah,
How
Corey's
are we
right.
just hearing about it now? Or is this something that everybody has heard
That
about
is
except
weird.
for the Power Trip Morning Show?
I
Are we just
probably
the
said it
last to
yesterday.
know?
I
Right.
use 394 all the time, and I have not heard a breath of this.
This is going to be a disaster for me.
Disaster.
It says until November, and then from spring to summer 2026.
Oh.
So
Well,
yeah,
thank God.
yeah.
And also with you.
So a nice little 5-month chunk now, and then another 4 or 5 months next year.
5 monk chunk is ice cream. Isn't it?
They're playing the fine line.
They are?
Speaking of the onion sauce, I saw this story the other day, and it reminded me of you.
Oh, God.
No, this is in a good way. We always debate, like the rest of the world, the quality of Weezer on this show, right? Because I
Yes.
believe the Weezer Blue album is one of the all-time greatest albums.
Yeah,
Sure.
And then
Haven't
it
cared
stopped.
for almost anything since then, but
Correct.
their Blue album's amazing. Chris goes the other way, right? Chris likes essentially their entire catalog.
I do.
This is an Onion story, Sauce, from 2019. Here's the headline. Hardcore Weezer fan hates everything band has released since forming.
Yeah.
Here's the story. Oakland, California. Stressing that the band has gone downhill since the days they came into existence, hardcore Weezer fan Nathan Staples told reporters on Friday that he has hated everything the band released since their formation in 1992.
Brilliant.
Yeah, frankly, I think they stopped being good right around their self-titled debut. And everything since then has gotten progressively worse, said the self-described Weezer diehard.
That's brilliant.
Adding he sincerely missed the old Weezer from before when Scott Schreiner, Patrick Wilson, Brian Bell, and Rivers Cuomo joined the band.
That's brilliant.
What a great bit.
Yeah, great.
I love The Onion.
That's pretty good, man. That sounds about right, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. That's definitely them understanding the Weezer debate and
Yeah.
leaning into it and
Yes.
going one step further.
Yeah.
At this point, they've released like 13 bad albums in a row, and I barely remember why I liked them in the first place.
What a great line.
How fun would it be to write for The Onion? That would be a good gig.
It would be fun.
I don't think it'd pay as much, but it'd be fun.
I'd find something
Just-
to complain about.
It's harder and harder every day because real headlines are more
Exactly.
ridiculous
Yes.
than the Onion.
Correct.
How can we beat this?
For background info, what is the Weezer debate?
Oh, yeah.
So they did SNL did a sketch on this with like Leslie Jones and Matt Damon, I think, right? Was it Matt Damon?
Was
I feel
it
like it
John
was-
Hamm?
I feel like it was Matt Damon, and they argued about.
It was a Thanksgiving bit, right?
It's basically what we just said, where their first album, the Blue Album, is universally loved.
Outstanding.
It's unbelievable.
Every song's
Is that
good.
the sweater song?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Buddy
Buddy
Holly
Holly,
sweater
yeah.
song.
So good.
Say It Ain't So. My Name is Jonas.
Jonas,
It's
yeah.
there's 10 songs and
Oh.
they're all great.
All slammers.
There's a lot of Weezer fans that think that's it. That
Yep.
everything they put out since just got really poppy and lame and cheesy.
Yep.
Then there's other people that are just like their entire catalog is fantastic. That's Chris.
He likes
But
it.
it's such a thing
Kinda
that
do.
SNL truly did a sketch on it where, why do I think it was Matt Damon?
I think it was Matt
Basically
Damon.
says that he takes one side and I think Leslie Jones takes the other side, and they
Yeah.
argue over like a giant dinner about which Weezer take is correct. So it's a thing that you either think that album's great or their whole catalog, but nothing in between.
It was a Christmas party.
Okay.
Matt Damon.
Okay,
Leslie
yeah,
Jones.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's kind of a great bit, but man, if you don't know Weezer at all, that sketch probably made no sense. No sense.
I do. I mean, I'm familiar and I know that song and like that song. I know Weezer, but I didn't realize that the debate was a thing that
Yeah.
Yeah.
people talked about.
Corey and I
Took
are
a
on one
side
side
of
of it, Hawks on the other side.
Yeah, I like maybe 2 or 3 songs they've released since
Yeah.
the Blue Album, but the Blue Album was one of my favorite albums of the 90s, and I still think it's start to finish one of the best albums in the last 30 plus years.
It's a home run.
It's so good.
The film Formula One F1 generated $57 million domestically and $146.3 million in its opening weekend.
I think I'm going to see it tonight. The kiddo wants to see it. You and Lieber both raved about it.
Max 02.
Yeah, it was,
Maxo's on board too.
yeah, it was phenomenal. I loved it. And actually, I read, Hawk, that it's Brad Pitt's biggest global opening of his entire career.
Really?
I
Wow.
can't believe that.
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
I don't. I was thinking about this probably a little too much. I think I don't know anybody that doesn't like Brad Pitt. You know what I
Angelina
mean?
Jolie,
Well played.
Yeah.
Probably Jennifer Aniston.
maybe Jen. Who knows?
I bet they like him. I bet they do. I bet they still like him.
Do you
Bet
mean
they
as an actor?
As an actor,
as a
yeah, yeah.
person?
Like
as an actor.
I mean, everything he's ever been in, even bad films. I'm like, he's pretty cool. I like that guy. I wish I was friends with that guy.
Yeah, he's never been bad, even if he was in bad movies.
Yeah,
Like,
Is
right.
he
he's
in
never
bad
been
movies?
I can't think of one, but there's got to be something.
Yeah, something came to mind, then was gone again. Something that was kind of a joke for his career for a while, and it doesn't matter. But like he's always Brad Pitt in every film. Like
Right.
it's like the guy in Ocean's 11 is a race car driver too. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Rusty Ryan.
Yeah. Right, but it's so good, Marnes. I really, really like this film. It's at the drive-in this weekend. I was thinking about going to see it again.
It's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
It's such an entertaining movie.
It's just, and I, the more I thought about it, by the way, Corey, you said it yesterday. You read it somewhere. It is more like Top Gun than Rocky IV, but I liked saying Rocky Four Wheels because it made sense to me.
Sure.
But it's just that kind of film where, and again, you know what's going to happen the entire film, but there's enough twists and turns that it doesn't feel like you just watched something that somebody wrote in the bathtub.
Right.
There's a lot going on.
It's not reinventing the wheel, but it didn't need to. It's still a lot of fun.
And who's the dude who plays alongside him, his younger cohort?
Damson Idris.
He's so good.
Incredible. I actually just read he's going to play Miles Davis in a movie coming up soon. Yeah, about Miles Davis' first trip to France. But he's in Snowfall, which me and Saucy watched.
He's outstanding.
Outstanding. He's honestly one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood right now. And a lot of people didn't get a chance to watch Snowfall, which is one of the better TV shows that have come out in the last 10 years. But I'm hoping that this F1 thing, no pun intended, zooms him into higher territory. And we see him more.
Say that name again, Max.
Damson Idris.
Yep.
Damson Idris.
Yeah.
I bet you know his face.
A lot of people even rumor that he could be in the running to be a James Bond. He's a Brit, so.
Yeah, and you'd have no idea if you watch Snowfall.
No idea. Zero idea.
Max, we were talking about it. Max was like, do you know he's from England? I'm like, what? He's outstanding in this movie.
That was wait a minute.
I feel like I was there.
But he's such a good actor, man.
But what did you say?
What? What? Snowfall did maybe one season too long.
Yeah, once they were like tripping acid and then like fighting tigers, it was like okay.
Or the wedding bit.
Yeah, it was like all right, let's wrap this thing up here. But it's a phenomenal show. PA loved it.
He did. What?
There you go, Johnny Bones.
Sauce, remember when you and I were talking about the 5 fundamental questions, and I was like, there's a when, where, why, and who, and you were like, yeah, exactly. And I was like, thank you. I couldn't remember the 5th one.
The what questions? You guys know things I don't.
Say that again?
You guys just know things that I've never heard of.
That's right.
Headlines is next. The Power Trip Morning Show. Marty Gellner and John Bonus are here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Get your laundry Vegas ready with Arm & Hammer Power Sheets. Just toss in a detergent sheet. No drips, no plastic jugs, no mess. Arm & Hammer is a proud sponsor of the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Clean up before you turn up. Shop Arm & Hammer Power Sheets now.
Your summer soundtrack is already in your pocket with the free iHeartRadio app. Find your next summer preset now.
Have you been injured in an accident? If you have, reach out to Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben. That's my recommendation. That's the firm. If you're saying, I don't know who I can trust, I don't know where to turn, I'm hurt or somebody in my family is hurt, I need to reach out to somebody. Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben is the way to go. They are the largest personal injury firm in a 5-state area. They have 20 attorneys. These are Minnesotans. These are your neighbors. These are people that are probably coaching your kids' sports teams. They have helped Minnesotans through tons of spots exactly like the one you're currently in. Reach out to Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben. They are absolutely ready to help you as well. They are the personal injury powerhouse. Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben, local, experienced, on your side. Visit Schwabel.com or call 612-377-7777.
Standard Water is the standard for basement and exterior waterproofing and foundation repair. Wet basements, cracks in walls, bowing walls, settling foundations. Standard Water does it all since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
Nordo here for the Modern Sportsman. Shooting range, firearm shop, training center, all up in Coon Rapids. Easy to get to, in fact, right off Highway 47 and then down in Burnsville as well. Their online permit to carry class right now is an absolute home run. You get the classroom content online, so you have this awesome resource you can access on your time at your convenience, but then you still get Modern Sportsman's expert on-range instruction for certification. Check out the online permit to carry class at the Modern Sportsman, Coon Rapids and Burnsville. Register today at themodernsportsman.com.
You're at a ball game. A beautiful woman asks if you're in her seat. You fall madly in love and your team wins. Come on, call It's Just Lunch. Their experts get you on real dates real fast. Visit itsjustlunch, twincities.com or call 612-355-2727.
Hey Minnesotans, motorcycle lane splitting is now legal. Up to 25 miles an hour, riders can safely share a lane with slow-moving traffic. It's up to the riders when to use lane splitting, so drivers, please double-check your blind spots and don't impede motorcycles.
A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey for Livia. This summer, it's all about real results without sacrifices. Join today and get 3 months for free with the Livia Nutrition Program, plus a free Lipo B12 injection to boost your metabolism and your energy. Livia also offers medical weight loss solutions, including GLP-1 medications starting at just $149. Feel your best with expert support and a plan that fits your lifestyle. It's your summer. No sacrifices, just results with Livia. Visit Livia.com or call 855-GO-LIVIA to get started today.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're shopping for an engagement ring, we want you to feel like a kid in a candy store. All of our diamonds are in stock, in-store and online, so you get to use your eyes, not your imagination. Come in and look at marquee-shaped diamonds right next to ovals and pears. As your friend and jeweler, you can trust you'll get your dream diamond at an everyday competitive price. We have the widest selection in-store and at shaneco.com, because a friend knows choosing a diamond is personal. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway and refresh the vibe with $1 large Big Gulp drinks. Get $1 large Big Gulp drinks at Speedway with Speedy Rewards. The convenience stores of Speedway. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
This is Window Nation, your source for affordable replacement windows at the highest quality. Your old windows, they're not keeping in the heat in the winter. They keep letting the heat in during the summer. And they're certainly keeping your energy bill way higher than it needs to be. You need the pros at Window Nation with installation precision and experience that are second to none. They'll also be in and out of your house faster than any other service. Their custom-made windows are guaranteed to be a perfect fit in your home. And they back it up with the best warranty in the industry. It's why they've maintained an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So stay cozy in winter, chill in the summer, and save money year-round. Get a great deal on replacement windows from Window Nation today. Go to getwindownation.com or call 866-90NATION for your free estimate. And for a limited time, get 50% off all window styles, plus pay no interest for 5 years. Go to getwindownation.com or call 866-90NATION.
Building beautiful lives and livable landscapes, 1 yard at a time. LCIlandscapes.com.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is The Power Trip on FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Here's an interesting thing that I guess I've never thought about, Corey, and this is probably going to be in your headlines. Mm-hmm. But I just read this and it kind of made me wonder. It was on this day, only 62 years ago, that the U.S. Post Office began using 5-digit zip codes.
I would have thought it was much further back than that.
And did they use...
I'm sorry, what? How many years ago?
62.
And did they use
in 1963.
4-digit zip codes, or were there no zip codes before that?
Good question. Don't know.
Let me look it up.
You guys know the magician Justin Willman. We've talked about him in the past, right? He's got that magic for your humans. He's fantastic. I've seen him live. He's really, really good. He does this trick, I think. I don't know. He claims when he was 12, he spent an entire summer memorizing every zip code in the country.
Fun.
So if you throw a 5-digit zip code at him, he can tell you the exact town that you're referencing. And it's kind of insane, and it's amazing. I don't know if it's a trick or if he truly memorized it, because that seems almost impossible, right?
The trick meaning, are they regional, and so you just use a mathematical formula?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's obviously indicators where you can get the region, but how would you get the exact city every single time? And he does. Yeah. So I don't know if it's a trick or if he's got some kind of an earpiece. I don't know honestly, I don't know what he's doing. But if he memorized all of them, that's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's almost impossible. That's why
it is. It is impossible.
Right.
I mean,
so
think
how did
about
he do
the
it?
Small towns.
Right.
No.
And they change. Right? Don't zip codes change from time to time?
Well, as the town grows, I suppose, do they add
zip codes?
Yeah, when I was a kid, we went from 47394 to both 47394 and 47390 in my little town.
Right. So even if you memorized it when you were 12, that wouldn't hold up 30 years later. So I have no idea how he does it, but if you watch his latest special, he does it, and it blows everybody's mind because you're like, he filmed it in Minnesota, so a lot of the zip codes he's throwing out are Wisconsin or Minnesota, but there's a couple of people that are national, and he nails those too.
Wow.
Okay.
Don't know how he does it.
See if this makes sense to you guys. Before zip codes, cities had numbered zones to assist with mail delivery. Larger cities had a more complex system of codes and postal districts. So the first 3 digits meant one thing and the last 2 digits meant something else. Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
But in 1963, they started giving each different city its own zip code. The 5-digit zip code. Okay, here we go. The 5-digit code indicates a general geographic area. The first digit, a specific state or region, is the first 2 digits, and the local deliveries. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm confused still.
Do you guys know about how area codes, telephone area codes, were assigned? And
by the hose that he had in each. Yeah, that Luda had in each zone.
Is that not right?
That's how he knows.
So you can figure out if you, instead of a 0, provided you have one of the old area codes, and instead of 0, you put a 10, and you add up those numbers, you kind of get a sense of how big of a deal your city was or your area was for the United States. Because since it was rotary phones, for the biggest ones, they wanted to have you use as little of the rotary dial as you'd have to. So like 212, which is it's always going to be a 0, or it always used to be a 0 or a 1 in the middle. Okay. 212 is the small, and then the first and last digit could never be a 0 or a 1. 212 is New York City because that is the shortest amount you can use on a rotary dial, right? 213 is Los Angeles. 312 is Chicago. Like, those are the big ones. 612 would have been like, top 10, maybe top 15, something like that.
And here to explain what John Bonus just said the last 35 seconds is the Fan's Meat Sauce Paul Lambert.
First of all, John Bonus did a great job of it to begin with, so you get all the grace in the world, Saucy.
I think of what you're saying, and I might be wrong, and I probably am, because this show has crushed any self-esteem I have. But I think what you're saying is on a rotary phone, you have to, you dial it like this, right? So if it's 212, you don't have to go 9, 8, 7. You just go 212, right? Or 212, right? It's quicker to do that. That's why you're saying it. I haven't dialed on a rotary phone in years, right?
You're right. That's correct.
Thank you.
So in North Dakota, we're 701.
Right. So that was
7
like 18.
and the O.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
I feel slighted.
Did not rank high in population. Yeah.
By the way,
1958 or whatever they rolled that
the
up.
term zip code is also an acronym.
Zone?
Independence
Something. Well, so something with postage.
Zone.
Is postage the P?
Nope.
Postal.
Zone, independence.
Parcel.
Nope.
Pizza.
Zoom out.
Hawk.
It's general.
Planet.
A form of the word. You have one chance to change it.
Plan.
Correct. Good job, Saz. Zone improvement plan.
Weird.
Wow.
Huh.
Hawk, any guesses?
0 is perfect.
Denver. 0 is Denver.
I also think your Social Security number
is
it's on the East Coast. They're lower. They start with lower numbers than they do out on the West Coast.
No kidding.
And in the middle,
I'm from Indiana. Mine starts with a 2.
Yeah, I'm Minnesota. And it starts with a 4. Chrissy's from Philly. That's a 1.
Mine starts with a 5.
Yeah.
I'm from Minnesota.
That's right.
It's none of your business.
Yeah,
no, give us the full thing.
Okay.
Let me figure it out.
I don't think I have one.
You want me to explain it on a rotary phone or just tell you the actual numbers?
Now it's time for Headlines.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. The nicer it is outside, the more money I make because those solar panels are just printing cash. Let's go.
You want it hot and sweltery, don't you?
Yeah, because I'm going to be inside either way, but the solar panels are producing some energy.
I mean, look at that beautiful blue sky today.
Nailed it.
Wow.
So Marnie can go in her pool and I can go
That's
inside
what's
and
up.
get those solar panels going. WolfRiverElectric.com. All right, Marnes, during the break, you were just saying you're not a movie person. You said the last movie you think you've seen in the theater was Top Gun.
No, that is the last movie.
And
I
you
saw.
couldn't remember the one before that?
That's right.
It might have been years.
It was 2 or 3 years, yeah.
Little trivia just for Marnes. Just for Marnes. Marnes, just for you.
Great.
This day, July 1st, 1992, what movie came out?
1992,
July
July. I would have
1st,
just graduated
1992.
from Bishop Bryan High School in Minot, North Dakota.
That's
and
right.
the big movie that summer was, big summer movie.
I've got a guess on this, actually.
Gosh, nothing is
I'm
coming to mind.
specifically asking you.
Oh, so it's about late. Oh, A League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own.
Yes.
Great film.
Wow.
Came out on this
Great
day
film.
in 1992. Your all-time favorite movie?
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Carly's grandmother, it was one of the characters was based on Carly's actual grandmother.
She was an actual, I think,
Yes.
Rockford Peach.
Which is the best team to be on.
Of course.
That's super cool.
That
It is a
sweet.
great movie. Arla Hooch.
Yeah, and so many storylines: the sisterhood, the war, and the actual, suffrage that went on, and women trying to help out and being welcomed or not, black women not being allowed in the league. Like, there are a lot of legitimate storylines, and like Rosie O'Donnell or not, that is her best work. She was hilarious.
Yeah, she was great.
Her little
she's
bit
great.
lines
Great.
are
Paul, your hands up.
Rosie O'Donnell, but hot.
It's fair to ask because you've already asked about Marla Hooch so many times.
Well, he said yes.
Right.
She's
so-
good at sports.
I would be honored,
Yeah.
and I would be honored.
Your mic's on.
Remember when they looked at Marla Hooch the first time, the scouts, and they stopped at that train? The train station stopped at, and she's in a high school gym, and she's just blasting out the windows
Yeah.
from the
good.
right side of the plate, and then
Yep.
now he's like, now left-handed, and all the boys that
Yep.
are shagging the balls, they're like, oh, and then
Yep.
she has to rip some.
Please
Marla.
don't bring up the scene with the dad. I can't take it. It makes me cry.
Yeah.
When he explains why she is the way she is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
He raised her the best she could.
I know. I love her.
Yeah.
Best he could.
She's good. I like her.
And that's why Chris is willing to take one for the team.
Oh, yeah, he would.
I'd be
What a
honored.
hero.
I'd be honored.
Well, she's a switch hitter.
And her
So-
dad is lonely, so him too.
Oh, him too.
Why not? I love everybody.
Oh, well, that's kind of you.
Thank you.
A guy in Tennessee almost beat a man to death with a blank.
He had it coming.
Tennessee.
Banana.
Human death with a sausage.
Rubber duck.
A Winslow's Farm meat stick.
Let's go word
7th Avenue
association.
Pizza.
So far, you're the closest, Sauce.
Oh.
But
With-
not in maybe the way you think. But keep going.
Keep
Let's
going,
see
I'm
if we can.
close.
Let's see if we can put this together.
Was I
A
close
guy in
with 7th
Tennessee.
Avenue Pizza?
No, a guy in Tennessee almost beat a man to death with a.
Rubber duck.
That's the closest
A
guess
dog
so far.
toy?
No.
Rubber hose?
Getting warmer.
Rubber?
That's a key.
A condom?
That would take a long time, I think, unless you choke somebody.
Strangle, maybe.
An adult toy?
No, you're going the wrong way.
Toilet plunger.
Nailed it!
Oh, Boney!
Plunger. He figures out the puzzle. Almost beat a man to death with a plunger.
God.
Almost.
Which end?
No, that just came to mind.
I would.
Doesn't
That's a
worry
good
me.
question.
Doesn't worry about my self-conscious, my subconscious.
I don't know. Over time, I guess
Let's
what
not
end would
spend too much time on.
what end do you think would do the most damage over again if it's a short amount of time?
Yikes.
I don't know. I've never understood this about the airline industry. Somebody's going to have to explain this to me. Maybe one of you four fine gentlemen and ladies can explain this. A flight from Paris couldn't get clearance to land in Chicago on Saturday. So it had to turn around and fly all the way back to France.
Ugh.
No.
Hideous.
Yep. Couldn't get clearance to land in Chicago on Saturday, so it turned around and flew all the way back to France. Why can it not land in Indiana or Detroit or something and then figure it out later?
Was the clearance tied to something, immigration related?
I don't know.
I mean,
It's a
as
good
opposed,
question.
as opposed to, we just don't have room for you, or something like
wouldn't-
that. It was no, you don't get to land here. You don't have clearance to land in the United States. Period.
But couldn't if that person lands, wouldn't they just not get through customs?
Like
in immigration?
yeah.
I don't understand how that works. Wouldn't that person just get stopped and the rest of the
And do we know
flight would go
do we know
on?
how big the plane is?
No.
Okay. So this could have been a private plane?
I did Google it if you
Go
want some
for it.
answers. The crew reversed course mid-flight.
Damn it, Tommy Lee.
Oh, brilliant.
The crew. Citing operational reasons after reportedly being denied landing clearance. So do you get landing clearance mid-flight? I mean, that's still hours. What's a Paris to Chicago, 6 hours?
That's got to be,
8?
maybe 8 or 9.
So you have to be cleared 4 hours?
9 hours and 5 minutes.
It is an AF-136. Is that the...
I mean, Air France. It's not a private plane. This is a public plane. Yeah.
It was an Airbus
This is a big plane.
A350-900.
I had an Airbus earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, Sauce took a picture of his.
Yeah, I did.
It was over the middle of the Atlantic when the crew decided to turn around.
All right, that's not as bad as this makes it sound like they basically were
correct.
circling Chicago and had to turn around. You don't want to be halfway over the Atlantic and turn back either. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
But
there's 8 airports in Chicago. Land at one of them.
yeah, pick one.
They were 4 hours away from Chicago when they turned it around.
That's sad.
So that's right off the coast, give or take. Because it takes like 3 to get to the coast from here, right?
Right.
So 4 is probably like maybe whatever. Anyway, we
It was
get
in
it.
the air 6.5 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
That
wow.
sucks.
That sucks.
Chris, here's your nightmare.
Oh, God.
Cedar Point in Ohio
Yeah.
opened a new roller coaster on Saturday, which immediately broke down and stranded a bunch of people.
Just forget it. Why do you write them?
Yeah.
Why do it? And I've been to
Hideous.
Cedar Point. It's
Brand new one.
Sandusky, Ohio. They used to have one called I forget. They had a really famous one there. The Bat or something like that. I can't remember. And it was a big rage when I was a kid that everybody wanted to go to Cedar Point to ride it. They're just death traps. Suicide.
You hate them, right?
I do.
I love roller coasters.
The they make the newer roller coasters bigger and scarier than ever.
Yeah.
But I think the scariest roller coasters are like,
Agreed.
Go see this historic roller coaster.
The wood ones that shake.
Was it
the giant ones are smooth and you feel like you're kind of floating. It's
Right.
awesome. They're streamlined. The old ones just shake,
Where
and I'm
you
like,
feel
oh god.
the timber rattling
Yep, that ain't cool.
underneath you.
Was it the Wildcat Hawk, or the Blue Streak, or the Gemini, or the Corkscrew? Those
I
were
think
the.
it was the Gemini.
Yeah.
That sounds right to me. Something about it being real fast. I can't remember. I was a kid. It all scared me.
Starbucks is selling a new firework frappuccino through July 7th.
Oh.
What the hell does that mean?
Then does pumpkin spice start July 8th?
Probably.
I mean, it probably does.
Thousands of people in Norway thought they won huge amounts of money in the lottery on Friday, but it turned out it was a clerical error.
Oh, God, I'd be pissed.
Some of you would have already spent that money
Yeah,
before you even got it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would have too.
Can I read you the ingredients of this
Firework
frappuccino?
Go.
Give it.
Raspberry, blueberry, and blackberry flavors, plus coconut milk, popping pearls, strawberry
I've
puree,
seen that movie.
and vanilla sweet cream cold foam.
Is there any coffee in there?
No.
I mean,
It's just,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Just eat sugar at that point.
Man.
You eat sugar.
It's a frappuccino. It
It's
doesn't-
like
That's what Corey drinks.
the pink drink and the strawberry
Americano.
acai, and those are not
Sorry.
coffee drinks.
No.
And Starbucks makes a killing on that.
That's what all the
stuff.
kids like.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yep.
So that's super smart.
Dunn Brothers has this drink that has Red Bull in it. It is my favorite drink. There's one in St. Michael.
Red Bull and what?
I forget what it. I don't know, some kind of juice or something like that. But there's
So
two
no
different
coffee.
flavors of it. No coffee.
Oh, damn.
And it is so freaking good. I buy them 2 at a time every time I go there, so I have one in my fridge. They're so good, man. I can't remember off the life of me what it's called.
Is it a Red Bull infusion?
Nope. Of course it is.
How would you ever come up with that?
I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. That was a D move. My apologies.
No, but no.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. No.
I was half.
No,
I was
you're fine.
there.
No, you're right. That was exactly what it is. They're perfect. I love them so much. They're so good. Different flavors. They're good.
Wow. Here's how you build one.
Nailed it.
You choose your Red Bull.
Yep.
Then you choose your 2 flavors.
That's right.
Banana,
Mhm.
cherry, coconut, strawberry, raspberry,
Cherry coconut is my fave.
honey, vanilla, salted caramel and chocolate.
When you say you choose your Red Bull, what are
Sugar-free or the regular?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Real good. My faves.
Sugar-free Red Bull whales.
Hey, Core.
Yes, sir.
I know you got other stuff. Can I throw you something real quick before
Of
we run out
course.
of time? Because I
We
think
got
you're going
plenty
to
of
like this. I think you're going to like this. So the New York Times and Rolling Stone magazine at the same time have come out with their top 25 movies of the first quarter of our century. So since the year 2000.
Man, yeah, lots of good ones.
Lots of really good ones and similar lists when it comes to the top 10. I only have the top 3 from New York Times because I don't subscribe, but I do have the top 100 from Rolling Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go 10 to 1.
Go.
If you guys would like.
Yeah.
For Rolling Stone. And
since 2000.
Since 2000. There's a bunch of them I know a lot of us haven't seen. Number 10 is Boyhood.
Didn't see it.
Remember the movie where they filmed the kid when he was a little kid, and they filmed him again about 10 years later, blah, blah, blah.
Awful.
Cool project.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Boring?
Boring. It's a boring, it's just boring. Terrible film.
Okay. Number 9, Mulholland Drive from 2001.
Saw it once, but honestly, I don't remember it almost at all.
Yeah.
Mulholland Drive, the detective story?
Yeah, David Lynch.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember liking it, but it's almost erased from my memory because I saw it once and didn't stick with me.
Number 8 is a movie called Yee Yee, 1 and 2. I don't know.
It's about Kanye.
Thank you. Number 7 is Mad Max Fury Road.
Fantastic.
In
Great
the theater.
film.
In the theater.
Yep. Outstanding.
Yep.
Great film.
So good.
Yep.
Yeah. That's like the popcorn film of this top 10 list, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
That's
so
cool.
good.
Yeah.
You got to see it in the theater.
But it was
It's
the
so good.
rare, popcorn film that had the structure of an art film as well, right? It was brilliantly shot, brilliantly written, perfectly acted, and then it also was just badass.
Yeah, it's
it
great.
hit both chords.
What is her name? Help me out.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, gosh, she's good.
And Rosie came in on that day and said, God, it was loud.
He said it was too loud.
Well, yeah. It's a Mad Max movie.
Yeah. Tom Hardy, man. I love that dude.
Yes.
Oh, you just spoiled it. Great.
Yeah, he's in the...
Dunkirk.
Yeah, that movie.
Number 6 is 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days. Don't know what that is.
Wow.
Number 5 is Y2 Mama Tambien. Nope. E2 Mama. Anyway, number 4, Parasite.
Loved it.
Outstanding.
Yep.
Super good.
That's from Rolling Stones.
Yep. Won Best Picture, about 3 years ago?
Wasn't
3
it-
or 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Didn't it win Best Picture in 2020?
2019.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
so
okay.
2020. Yeah.
So
So
good.
6 years ago.
It's so good.
Number 3 is Moonlight
Didn't see it.
from 2016.
Is that the one that
Was
won
Cher?
or
Yeah,
didn't
it did win.
Can
It
I
did
guess?
win.
Can I guess the top 2?
You're never going to get number 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
First of all, I thought that too.
Because honestly, I assume the top 2 were No Country and There Will Be Blood.
Number 2 is a movie called In the Mood for Love. Don't know what it is.
Okay.
Number 1 is
No Country.
There Will Be Blood.
Oh, wow. No.
Outstanding.
I wonder how high up the list No Country is because it definitely
I can tell you. Let's see.
should be close.
There Will Be Blood is such a great
Which
film.
is
so
funny
good.
because, of course, No Country beat There Will Be Blood for
Yeah.
Best Picture the year they both came out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
interesting that over time they think There Will Be Blood is better, which is fine. No Country is my all-time favorite movie, as I've said 1,000 times on this show. But
By the way,
love
Social Network came in at number 13.
also fantastic.
Yeah,
Very
very
good
good.
film.
We don't need a sequel though.
No, we do not.
Spirited Away, by the way, great film. One of the
Like anime.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Japanese
Oh, yeah,
anime movies. Spirited
yeah.
Away.
Hirokawa, what's his name?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Good Lord.
Mizuyaki. Anyway, yes. So there you go. But here, this makes me happy. Number 16 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Love that. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. at number
Fantastic.
17.
Fantastic.
This one I do not agree with. And so Inside Llewellyn Davis at number 18. I did not like that film. Zodiac at 19.
Awesome.
Oh, so good.
Yep.
So
Mars,
good.
have you ever seen that? Oh, that's
Too
great.
spooky.
22 is Get Out, which is a fantastic
Yes.
film.
I've not seen that.
Oh, man, it's good. You don't like scary
I do
movies,
not.
but that's a great one. 25th Hour. Do you guys
Yeah.
remember that?
Ed Norton, right?
Yep. And Philip Seymour
I
Hoffman.
think I walked out of that in the theater.
Oh, well, I crawled. That's number 24. Grand Budapest Hotel is number 25.
Outstanding. Super good.
Yep, like that. Children of Men at 27. I'm still looking, dude. The Irishman at 30, overrated. No
Come
Country
on.
for
Way
Old Men at number
overrated.
31.
Ooh, that's a little low, but whatever.
Yeah.
No Country for
The
Old Men.
Irishman
number
is
31.
that Netflix bit is way overrated. It's long and boring.
I mean, honestly, again, this is all subjective, but you definitely named 15 or 20 movies that No Country is hands down
Yeah.
better
Oh,
than.
yeah.
If you don't want it
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
top 5 or 10, fine. But like, there's a lot of those. 25th Hour.
I know.
Ahead of No. Come
I
on.
like that film, but yeah, I'm with you. Hey,
even
Johnny
close.
Boone's Farm.
Yes, sir.
Lord of the Rings at number 34.
Oh,
Nerds!
Wow.
It's fantastic.
Which one?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah, first one. Yeah.
Fellowship? Yeah.
I like the first one the best as well. Again, the third one's the one that won Best Picture, but it kind of was a legacy.
Yeah, it was.
It was a tip of the cap to all three because it was essentially one giant 9-hour movie, but the first one's my favorite.
Man, I'm scrolling up as I go here, and at number 42, just the picture of Heath Ledger as the Joker gives me like a special feeling. You know what I mean? God, it's so good. The Dark Knight at 42.
By the way, Martin, I know you don't like game shows. Jeopardy, was it a day or two ago? Maybe it was yesterday. Had a Tolkien category.
All right.
And I went 5 for 5. And I
Really?
realized.
Holy moly!
Right, but guess how many times I've read the book? 0. So I realized.
You mean Lord of the Rings book?
Yeah, the spirit of the category was get these Tolkien references, and I'm like, I just like the movies. So I've seen the movies so many times that I went 5 for 5, but that was definitely not the point. It was supposed to be about the books.
And
you would have gone 5 for 5 as well. They were pretty easy.
What's that?
You've read all the book, most of them?
Oh, I read Hobbit and I read the 3 Lord of the Rings books. I've read parts of the Silmarillion.
Your what hurts?
Yeah.
You should watch the movies. They're pretty good.
They're really good.
I understand that.
He's been to where they filmed it.
Sure has.
Yeah, he's got hairy feet.
Oh.
Completely unrelated.
Why
by
do
the
you
way.
know that?
Hey, real quick, Anchorman's number 49, by the way.
Oh, good. Little tip of the cap to the
that.
comedies.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, super good.
By the way, I'm sorry, dude, go ahead.
Well, the first time I saw that in the theater, it was one of those experiences where everybody was like into it. That's a laugh out loud movie from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
A+.
Couldn't agree more. Over in the New York Times, by the way, number 3 was There Will Be Blood. Number 2 was Mulholland Drive. Number 1 was Parasite.
Wow, Parasite.
Yeah.
A lot of love for Mulholland Drive, too. What the hell's going on there?
Oh. Oh, so there you go.
Anyway.
That's your top 100 films of the 21st century so far.
All right. This is a wild ride, but stay with me.
All righty.
43-year-old Michael O'Neill showed up at a hospital in St. Petersburg, Florida. This is just, I think, within the last couple of weeks. He had a stab wound. Needed emergency surgery.
Happens.
Cops haven't released a ton of details. We don't know who stabbed him or why. That's not really the point. He's in emergency surgery for a stab wound, which means it's probably pretty significant, right? Maybe it's a life and death situation. Who knows? Emergency surgery. While he was in surgery, a nurse found a ball of tinfoil with white rocks in it shoved in his rectum, along with a crack pipe and a lighter. So as soon as he recovered, he was taken to jail. He's facing charges for drug possession and possession of drug paraphernalia.
My God.
That might explain why he was stabbed.
He just fell on him.
Yeah.
Sauce, I'm going to look over to you for a second, and I'm not saying you do cocaine.
I think you should.
Maybe you should. I don't know if this is his own personal stash or if he's, holding it for a friend. I've never done cocaine. I don't want to, but I don't want to know that the cocaine I'm about to do, even in tinfoil, has been up Michael O'Neill's ass.
Yeah, I would guess, and maybe you
Michael?
said this. I apologize. I'm trying my hardest to listen to that whole story. I would guess that's crack rock.
Probably. Okay, sure.
So I've never done crack rock or any kind of crack.
But you burn that, right?
I would also not do that.
Yep.
Especially knowing that the drugs you're about to do have been in a butt.
Yep, and the whole you're it's not like you're just gonna smoke it anyway. You're not gonna come into. I don't care where it is.
No,
I don't want to do drugs that have been inside somebody else.
No.
That's a motto I live by, John Bonus. And so far, 45 years up, 45 years down. I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Can you make it 100?
Well, guys.
John, have you?
Here's the other thing I would not do. So this was tinfoil, you say?
Yep, it was a tinfoil ball.
Which can have some sharp edges.
Yeah,
but he's got a crack pipe and a lighter also in there. It's not just the drugs in there. He had the whole kit.
And I have to be
like
on
he
his
was
side a little
camping,
bit.
and his tent was his rectum.
Don't you hate it when you buy a pair of sweatpants and there's no pockets?
Yeah. See, he's using the prison wallet.
Try getting your regular wallet up in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have anywhere to put it.
Mr. O'Neill needs a tool belt.
Yeah. Yeah.
His prison wallet's holding all of his stuff.
He needs a fanny pack.
He does have a fanny pack. He packed his fanny.
Amen.
It's a literal fanny pack.
It's a fanny pack.
Is.
So here's the old. My question would be like, I don't know. Do you lawyer up and say this is none of their business, or theoretically, I don't know where this man was stabbed, but it's get out of my ass. Like that's
Button
my.
bar.
You know what I'm saying?
There's your State Fair T-shirt.
Does he have text lawyer Lambert Sauce and go, hey, if I shove a tinfoil ball of crack up my ass,
Yeah.
and have emergency surgery,
Yeah.
do I have any legal rights to say that's none of your business? That's mine.
Yeah, it's a great question, and we all need to know.
Yeah,
before
can
we
you
go
text
through
your
the rest of
dad
the day.
and ask him if this guy's gonna be able to walk away
put
from this?
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah. I hope your dad's not listening, and he gets this out of nowhere.
In my
What are you doing,
Yeah,
son?
in your butt. Yep.
and go to the hospital. How do you spell hospital?
Just let autocorrect do it. And then during the surgery, a nurse finds the drugs in my butt. What happens?
He's gonna be like, I'll be right there.
Where should I send bail?
Yeah, I'll be right there. Tell him to hang on. Don't say anything.
What if he texts back again?
Yeah. Tell him I'm on my way.
We talked about this.
You are something.
Marnes, we're off on the 4th, on Friday. So we'll
Okay.
see you in a week.
Okay.
Have the best 4th.
Thanks,
And a lot of
everybody.
links,
You too.
right? Links tonight.
Yep, and then Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So
Damn,
maybe
busy week.
If you're looking for something to do and something to watch, flip on the old Minnesota link.
What time is the Commissioner's Cup tonight?
7 o'clock
7
tonight.
o'clock.
It is
Links.
on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
Thank you for saying that. I hate when I have to look around. Thank
Yes,
you.
I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe 4th of July.
Thank you.
Likewise.
thank you.
Johnny
Marnes.
Bones, you're the best, man. Have
See you,
a
kids.
very social 4th of July
I
weekend.
will work
Love
on
you,
that.
Bonus.
I will try and-
Twinsdaily.com. That's twinsdaily.com.
Correct.
Love you too, son.
9 to noon is next. See you tomorrow, 5 to 9.
You too, Abba. I love you, baby girl.